If Frank wants to lay in the morning sun, Frank gets to lay in the morning sun. It is an absolutely beautiful morning here, and for that reason I was going to go for a walk before second coffee. But because Frank also has a say in how our day goes, I am brewing second coffee now, and in the time it took me to brew second coffee, Frank has decided he wants to be inside. So while I enjoy my second coffee, I am watching Brian's first 24 hours in camper walkthrough with his new Tune Outdoor M1 truck camper. It's a really nice looking setup, and he's been doing bare bones for so long, so yeah, I'm happy to see that. So I'm just gonna relax with Frank for a bit longer and then go for a walk. It smells so good here. I love the sagebush. To me, this smells just like the Eastern Sierra, and it's really making me want to head to the American Southwest. But the smell played a big role in my decision to stay here today, because I was actually planning to arrive on the coast today, and I had a migraine through the night, so I didn't get great sleep. But also, it's just so nice here. I wanted to savor a day here in this desert region of BC and go for a wander, because I've stayed a few times in this area and I haven't really gone for a wander. So yeah, I saw this neat kind of canyon flying my drone this morning, full of trees, so I want to go check it out. And yeah, just taking the smell and all the beautiful yellow flowers. So, change of plans, no big deal. This is so awesome. I'm just having the best time. This is beautiful. It's so different than the Rockies. It's wild to think, like yesterday morning, I woke up in the Rocky Mountains, like Blue River, beautiful mountains, was visiting my brother the night before, and now I'm in the desert, and it rained last night. So it smells really, really good. I've recently learned this is called a Texas Gate. I've always just called it Cow Guard. If you noticed my new jumper, it was a gift from Flossie for my last birthday. It's taken me that long to wear it for the first time, because partially I was self-conscious, and it was either like so cold I would have had to wear a jacket over, which, and you wouldn't see it, or it was too hot to be this covered up. But today is the perfect temperature, and I'm really enjoying it. It's got a fun vibe to it. So thank you, Flossie. I can see here there's been an attempt to deactivate the road, but even in my stock two-wheel drive van, I could get around that. Continue on, no problem. I got good clearance, I got good tires, but most importantly, I know how to drive it off-road. So that goes a long ways. Now this, I don't think I'd be getting over in my van. At least, I don't think it'd be worth trying. It's a pretty good drop and rise real quick. That's all right. It's the great thing about walking. I can just go explore on foot. Ah, the road has become the river. I was hoping to make it to the river, but I didn't feel like bushwhacking, so this is perfect. I just kept walking. And now I'm at the river. Something I've been thinking about this morning is the question of, would you rather live for 5 days but they're all just like kind of mediocre. Like they're not bad days, but there's nothing spectacular about them. Or would you rather live for 3 days and they're the best 3 days of your life? You eat all the things you love to eat, you do what you love to do, you spend your time in the way you want most, and there are 3 really, really fulfilling days, but that's it. You get 3 versus 5 like okay days. And then I've been thinking about that question, and then I've been thinking about scaling it up to 30 years and 50 years, and does that time scale change the answer? Would you rather live to 50, and from 20 to 50 are the best years you could ever imagine? You are living your dream life to the fullest. Or would you rather live till 70, and 20 to 70 are just like, like you're alive. Life's not bad, but it's not great. And I think for myself, I would choose quality over quantity every time. And I think that helps me live in a more fearless way, because I want to enjoy my life. I don't want to let fears get in the way. And I also accept the undeniable reality that someday I will die. And so I live with that on my mind all the time. I live facing the reality of death. And because of that, I want to enjoy my life the most. And I think that helps me to be braver, to live a braver life. I don't want fears to get in the way. I don't want to live a long time if it means regretting all the things I didn't do. So that's what I've been thinking about this morning. I'd love to hear your answer in the comments, because I think everyone's different about that. I mean, everyone's different about everything, really. So yeah, I guess that might be a pretty big would you rather. And I'm going to just relax here for a little bit. I'm going to stop talking to you, and I'm just going to enjoy this really peaceful place that's so different than where I've come from and from where I'm going.
Comes off the moon at the top of the chapel. Is God in the room? I'm in the ruins of a castle where the ramparts lie, in the belly of a prison where the well runs dry. I'm looking for possibility, possibility.
The upside of these pants or jumper or romper or whatever you want to call them is that I feel like a little hobbit on an adventure. It's really fun. I feel like I probably need to eat some potatoes tonight. And maybe like there needs to be a hobbit hole in my future. Hello, Frank. Did you have a nice nap? I thought about you. I thought about you the entire time, Frank. Do you want to come outside? Will you let me know when you make up your mind, okay? I know you just woke up, so yeah. I love you, Frank. You're so precious. Frankie was very smart getting us to enjoy the sunshine this morning, because now it's clouded over and it looks like it might rain later this evening, which I'm totally fine with. I would be more than happy for a cozy evening inside. But right now, while it's not raining, I'm going to do a workout and hydrate with today's sponsor, Drink Element. Drink Element is a super tasty electrolyte drink mix. My favorite flavors are the raspberry salt and the watermelon salt, but I like to mix it up also, which is why I'm so stoked on the Insider Bundle, which is where you buy 3 boxes of Element and you get the 4th for free. It has a science-backed blend of electrolytes and none of that other BS you absolutely don't need in an electrolyte drink mix. Aside from it being super tasty, which helps me consume enough water, it also replenishes the electrolytes I lose when I sweat. Electrolytes play a vital role in so many different functions within the body, so it's really important to replenish them whenever you do anything that sweats. And if you'd like to give Element a try, go to drinklmnt.com/TIDELINETOALPINE, and when you do that, you make any purchase, whether it's a drink mix or the sparkling beverage, you're gonna get a sample pack included, and the sample pack has 8 other tasty flavors, so you can see which one you'd like to try next or share with a friend, which is something I do quite often. And you can use that link with every single purchase, so if you're a repeat customer like myself, please come back to my channel, use the link, get yourself that free sample pack, and it helps support the channel. Thanks again to Element for sponsoring this video, and now it's off to post-workout Amanda, who's going to tell you where you can find that workout for yourself. Thank you. Oh, ow. Oh, oh, my tongue. That was awesome. Really fun workout, the right amount of fun and hard. It was kind of like, it could be easier or harder depending on the pace you went at. And because some of you have expressed interest in what workouts I'm doing, all the workouts I'm doing I can find online for free on YouTube with the channel Mad Fit. And I actually used to watch Maddie's blogs before all her content became workout. She had a different channel and I would, yeah, just watch her. It's really awesome to see how successful she's become. She's a fellow Canadian creator, and today's workout was called 20-minute full body workout for total beginners, achievable, no equipment. And hopefully sharing also inspires some of you to just do whatever is gonna help you feel better in your body. And so for me, it's doing these workouts and walking lots. Yeah, now that I've done my walk and workout for the day, I can just kick back and relax with Frank. He's right here next to me, and he seemed to have a pretty good time with my workout as well. So I made chai here with oat milk. I got some snacks, rice cakes, and hummus. I didn't have the Starlink on for very long because I realized it was Thursday. So I downloaded the latest episode of Rings of Power onto my laptop, and I unplugged the Starlink quickly before I could see any spoilers. So I'm gonna have a cozy time with Frank and just snuggle up and enjoy that, because there's no rules against having a cozy afternoon show time. It kind of feels like a movie because they're like an hour long, short movie, I guess. And today's tea message is, this life is a gift, which is very true. It really is. It really is. I'm really grateful for the life I've created for me and Frank, and I'm gonna really enjoy this next hour just relaxing and watching a show that I'm rather invested in.
This is what Sauron wants!
Do you want to come outside? I've got some tofu crisping in the pan, and would you look at this? Beautiful purple potatoes and purple garlic. This was a gift. I have a bunch in the van, and I'm very excited about it, so thank you, Kristen. I really appreciate that gift from your garden. And yeah, I'm just gonna do a simple dinner, the potatoes and garlic, tofu and onion. It should be good. It should be great. It's gonna be amazing. One, because potatoes that somebody grew in their garden and then gifted to me, and they're purple. Ooh. Ooh, that one's really cool inside. Wow. Ooh, they're so pretty. Oh, that's how potatoes should be. All right, I am so excited for this. I added some pumpkin seeds and a bit of honey because I'm out of maple syrup, and as I was about 3/4 of the way through cooking this, I just really wanted to have it with maple syrup, but as I don't have any, thankfully I remembered I have honey and just salt and a bit of pepper. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, it's perfect. I cooked the potatoes perfectly, and the onions are like really well cooked, but not burnt. And the garlic is cooked to a little undercooked, so you get like really good garlic flavor. Mmm. Mm-hmm. This guy back here is breathing loudly at me. You can tell whenever I'm really enjoying food, he like wants some, but he doesn't get any. I've enjoyed my potatoes, but I still need to find a hobbit hole one of these days to stay in. Good morning. Thank you for spending a very nice day in the desert with me. I actually filmed that a month ago as of the time of recording this, which is just mind-blowing. I don't really like to get that far behind on editing, but as nice of a day as I showed, it wasn't all perfect, and I wasn't actually the only one out there. I was most of the time. And then in the evening, while I was enjoying a cozy time with Frank, watching Rings of Power, somebody pulled in a big Unimog or something, some huge rig, and parked about 20 feet from my van and blocking the entrance, which was weird. It made me extremely uncomfortable. Keep in mind, it's not busy where I am, right? I was the only person out there, and there were other places to camp, and the road went further, and it was just empty wilderness, and then me. And so me being a female alone with lots of space around, if anyone comes and parks right near me, especially blocking my escape route, it feels extremely threatening. It was like an old guy. He got out, he turned off his rig, but he left music playing inside, which also is intrusive because it was otherwise really quiet. And I kind of like got out of my van and like said hi to him, but I was like really cold and standoffish, as I tend to be when I don't know somebody or their intentions and they invade my space when I'm alone in the wilderness. And I just kind of assumed he would like look around and then leave. But he didn't. And I decided that I couldn't just, I wasn't comfortable with him being there. So I got out and I just informed him there was other camps down the road, and he let me know he wanted to camp right where I was because it was the better camp. Well, I was already there. So he got pretty aggressive with me. And so of course in my mind I'm, running through all my emergency safety and defense options. Yeah, it was a really, really, really uncomfortable situation. And just like, I really didn't want him there at all. Like I was having a totally nice, quiet time in nature. And then also like I mentioned, being a female alone, it feels aggressive to have any man come impose themselves in my space. Like that is just not okay. Whether you mean harm or not, like don't do that. just don't. And so, I expressed that I didn't want him there at all, that I was camping there, and that it's not just like, it's not busy, right? If the area had been busy and it was like all the other spots were full and there was like room where I was, like I would understand somebody coming and camping there if they like said hi and were friendly and asked if I minded if they camped there. But he didn't do any of that. Like he just like came and tried to like claim it as his. So there was a pretty heated back and forth. And then I think we both worked to de-escalate the situation and understand each other. And he'd been on the road for decades by the sounds of it. He was German and like seemed to understand the frustration with people coming and crowding you. And I was like, look, like you're doing exactly what you say you don't like. Especially about like Overlander, because people will post on Overlander and be like, there's room for 4. That's room for 4 if you know each other. If somebody's camped there, don't roll up on them. It's not a campground, okay? There's not like designated number of spaces. You're in the wilderness. Do not just roll up on people in the wilderness when there's lots of other space. It is so rude. And so, he had expressed frustration over Overlander ruining sites. I said, well, you rolling up here and imposing yourself on me is exactly what you don't like about how Overlander has changed being out on the road. So anyways, we came to understanding. It de-escalated. We had a friendly conversation, and I told him I'd be leaving in the morning. I didn't know what time, but he graciously offered to leave, and he went and camped further down the road, and I got to have my night by myself. But it was just really, really, really uncomfortable, and I don't feel like I should be put in that situation. Like somebody shouldn't just be coming and imposing themselves in my space, and especially blocking the entrance. That felt really, really threatening. So I'm glad I said something and I didn't just sit in my van and stew about it. And yeah, I just wanted to share that story because that did also happen on this beautiful, calm, peaceful day. And that's part of the reality of being out on the road, especially as like more people get out and people like just don't have as much etiquette about it. I mean, I feel like this guy should have known better. But yeah, it was unfortunate, and I wasn't able to film it as it was happening, and then at the time I didn't want to talk about it because I was like pretty shaken up and I just wanted to like calm down and forget about it and enjoy my night. But now that I've edited this video, it just felt like the right thing to share. I felt ready to share. I've been on the road almost 11 years full time, and incidences like I just shared with you are actually extremely rare. Most people would either pass on by or at least like be friendly and ask for permission to be in my space instead of just impose themselves on me. So anyways, thank you so much for watching and for being a part of our lives. A huge thank you to patrons and to channel members. And if you're interested in becoming a patron right now, I have a little sale on through to the end of November. So if you use code AUTUMN33, you can save 33% off your first month of a patron membership to see what it's like there, see what I post, see if you like it. And then if you want to stick around in December, I put the annual memberships on sale. It's a yearly sale I do for the annual membership, so you'll be able to get those at the best price possible, which makes now the perfect time to try it out on a month-to-month basis with that discount, which is AUTUMN33. I got a cute clip of Frank to send you off on your way, and we'll see you soon.